stream. Okay.
The replay.
All right, we are going live. We are live. I need a breath. Okay, and popped out the chat so I can read that without breaking my neck over my ring light. And I need my anger fuel for the day. How am I going to do this? Okay, so like I feel like I have to make up this episode because last episode I was really bad. Like, what does this do again? Lightning overdrive, man.
Lightning overdrive. It's a set with things in it.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everybody who is watching. Welcome to the In the YugiKnow podcast. I am Giallo, a casual card gamer, not just any card gamer. I'm a filthy casual. With me, as always, is GoldenNovaYugioh and JC Theater YGO. Last week, we took a break because I was in the mountains and was trying to put my spirit back together, which did its job. I felt great last week coming back on Monday, you know, like just in the mountains, secluded, saw a couple of bears and deer and a beaver and whatnot. Sadly,
That's nice.
That was short-lived because of the things that we're going to be talking about today. Yeah, so we have the ban list to go over, and we also have a Lightning Storm, the booster, to talk about a little bit. But before we get into that, how are my amazing co-hosts doing?
Doing well. Glad to see that Konami is still printing quality sets with great card quality and rarity distribution. How about you, JC?
I really think they've been doing a good job this year overall. You know, it's been really cool. They're like doing something with Dungeons and Dragons right now, coming out with some new stuff. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong card game company. The one that we are shackled to for the rest of our lives is not doing too well. The duality of card games, it seems. But I'm doing good though. Like me personally, I do want to bring to the attention of the Yu-Gi-Oh community a controversy that I found out actually within the past half hour, and that is that our good friend Jello the Casual Card Gamer changed his Twitter which I always thought it was so clever that your name was Jello, and now it is many more letters. So care to speak on that?
No way.
So I did that because I felt like it is a little disingenuous to still call myself Jello when I am very clearly pushing forward another card game, which isn't really, I wouldn't say that it's direct competition, but is starting to, you know, like gain some traction, especially with the new format. So I changed it to CC Jello. Jello with 4 O's, because when I was trying to, back in college, when I was making usernames for myself, it was always a Japanese name generator. I made one, stuck with it for forever. My most active email is still that thing, but I think it's pretty cringe now. The only reason I still use it is because it's good for holding spam, and my Google Drive is backed up to it. But Jello with 4 O's, because whenever somebody called me, it would never just be Jello. It would be Jello! So I added the 4 O's. I'm not trying to, take anything away from Simo, who has 8. I'm not trying to do that. I've just had this name for a very long time, and I feel like it gives people a better sort of first impression of what I like doing. Of course, the CC is casual card, and then the G, Jello, casual card Jello. But yeah, I did it because I don't want people thinking that I'm just riding the wave of Yu-Gi-Oh while playing Card Fight Vanguard at the same time. But yeah, That's it.
Okay, I was never truly angry, but you can't be mad at that logic. So okay, thanks. I just wanted to use our platform for you to defend yourself, so no one would just be wondering who found out through just seeing it on Twitter.
Yeah, the
yes,
only
the
hard part is
classic.
now. The only hard part is now that all of my old videos have like, cuz now I don't really do anything. I just like, like put it in the description of a video, but back then I would put my actual handle on the screen. So now all of those are kind of obsolete, but there's not much I can do without going back and changing them. But that's okay cuz no one watches those ones anyway.
YouTube, please bring back annotations.
Please
Do that.
I'd love those. I miss them so much. I don't understand why they took them away.
Yeah, and if you miss them too, click here.
Hey.
Or if you misspelled a word, you can always cover it up like a really bad band-aid. It's just like over. I miss those so much.
Fan translated version of your own video.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Twitter handles any longer. We're here to talk about getting in the Yu-Gi-Oh, which is literally the only good Yu-Gi-Oh related pun I have left to my name since I changed it. But guys, what do you think of the ban list? Because I think that I feel like Zodiac players, like when Trident came, they were like, "Yay! I have to go buy pieces now." And I know for a fact, because I bought a playset myself, that Thoroughblades were like $15 when it happened. And I am mad. I am fuming. Thankfully, I got, I got my fractals and all of my Tri-Brigade stuff, like, naturally, because I opened up a case of Phantom Rage, but...
So sorry.
It
Not
hurts.
too much, but I am sorry.
It hurts. It hurts so much. What do you guys? How do you feel about the ban list? Let's start with JC there first.
Okay, this actually works out well because I feel like Nova has like more of a hand on the pulse of the meta and like anything good about Yu-Gi-Oh compared to me. So I actually only can talk about the Zodiac stuff. Well, I'll talk about more, but I have always loved the concept of Zodiac as a deck, but I understand the very broken mechanic and the very meta potency that comes from that. So it sucks as a casual looking at this deck that's like, oh, this is so interesting, this is so cool. I actually have the full Zodiac core, like they were like $8 at the time. I always have to preface this. I feel like I'm always like, oh, I got these cheap because my girlfriend watches this sometimes. I don't want her to think I actually spend money on this game. I do, but I don't want her to know that. But I got like my my ulti whiptails, all of that stuff. So, but it hurts that Dryden was given to us and Barrage was put to 1, and now Dryden is at 1, and Barrage is still at 1, right? Is it? They're both.
Oh no, I think wasn't Dryden banned again?
Oh, sorry. Dryden was put to 1 and Barrage was put to 1, but then now Dryden is banned. But I still think Barrage is still at 1. But I misspoke. I think I said Dryden was at 1 a bunch of times. But yeah, Dryden being banned hurts.
Again.
I understand why. Yeah, again, I understand why though. Engage is the big talking point. It didn't really hit me because I was never really a big fan of Sky Striker, but in general, I'm a fan of giving decks what they need in order to kind of do what they do best. Sadly, sometimes what they do best with a broken card like that is too good.
Game.
Yeah. But the thing is, from what I'm aware, and I have the ban list in front of me, but I'm like too lazy to actually scan it too hard. But since Engage has been banned, the other Sky Striker stuff has been peeled off and is more liberally like not on the ban list as heavily. I don't know what exactly still on there, what's off there and stuff, but I know they're like better off than just, oh, they got Engage back. It's like they got more of their stuff over time back and then Engage. So I guess time will tell. I don't know what the meta has been looking like since then, because it isn't even in effect yet, but maybe some online games have or tournaments have used this new ban list. I'm not sure, but with my rambling of a semi-competent understanding of what happened from this ban list aside, I give it to Nova to explain it. Little plug, by the way. Always a really great treat, his ban list, guessing what is truly on the ban list and what isn't on the ban list. It's a lot more epic than just putting your mouth in an O face on the thumbnail and watching the same PDF we all have at least 10 times prior to watching that video. So, but take it away.
Before that though, we need another My Guinea Pigs React to the ban list video.
Please, you can't plug my video without like talking about the absolute perfection that is Peaches and Kiwi's take on the meta. Their knowledge of this game is too profound to keep locked up, JC. You're doing a disservice to the community by not sharing it.
Yeah, and I think you're yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, and I have that like TikTok little microphone that people like have dogs sniff. I haven't used it yet in a video on my channel, but I have it. So the next ban list that comes, hopefully, will be a real shaker up. So they'll have a lot to react to.
Yeah, because I feel like that $8, that like super cheap, like who cares about this deck core. Your $8 Zodiac deck core could use a little, face-to-face time with Peach's teeth, because it's only $8. There's no skin off of anyone's back. Anyway, Nova, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I've got the ban list pulled up here. I do believe that Dryden was effectively banned for Zeus's existence, because Dryden plus Zeus in the same deck effectively gives any player that can run them a good going first and going second end board. And I guess Dryden was too much and Zeus wasn't. And I actually stand by that. I think Zeus is a fine card. I honestly feel like if they wanted to limit the power of Zeus, though, it would have been a much more impactful hit if they actually banned Borbo, because that's the thing that makes it a guaranteed Zeus with like a million material. But Dryden has more utility, so I can see the hit on that one. I'm glad LP is gone. People have been complaining about that forever. We'll see how that affects actual Dragon Link combos, though. I know they had to put Striker to 1 to like stop some combos, but I'm not big brained enough to know how those combos actually work. I just like go to my happy place when I see a Dragon Link person start doing combo stuff, and I come back whenever they're done. What's an Ash Blossom gonna do? It doesn't work. I'm glad Miscellaneous Source is at 1. Not for any personal, not for any meta knowledge. I know dinosaurs are very good. I just have a personal grudge against dinos because I can never win against them. Kind of the same thing with Salamangreat and Mirage Stalio, but in like the reverse direction. I hate having to deal with very sticky Salamangreat boards, but I feel like we're past that point where that's as difficult to deal with. So it's only fair that they get back one of their more powerful engine cards. Pendulum cards are back. Post Triff in the comments, I guess. I have nothing to say else about that. I know Adam Valero in chat is talking about how Engage to 1 was the only good change on the ban list, and I hope that is the case. Zodiac was the format that was the last time I was in actual competitive mode, and I was very upset with that and True Draco at the time, so I'm personally upset about that. But watching a Striker gameplay and slowly realizing that there's no way out of this game, should I give up and go to game 2 to save time, or is there a way out? They can't have a 4th Mecha Widow Anchor, can they?
Oh man.
The issue right now is that like Engage to 1 is effectively at Engage at 3 while Kagari is unlimited. You can search you can search the Engage with the water one, which is technically on like a 1-turn cooldown, but if you're playing Sky Strikers, you're in it for the long game, so that doesn't matter too much. And with Kagari, you can just loop it a couple of times every turn. And that's what's scary about it. And what's alternatively scary is that any deck can still run Hornet Engage as an engine again now. We're no longer in a world where we have to worry about one card full Orchest combos anymore. So what it can go into will end up being a lot more varied, I feel like. But I'm not smart enough into the meta to know how that'll actually affect decks that are up right now, and how it'll affect Sky Strikers as its own deck moving forward. In conclusion, Mystic Mine is about to come back in a large way, and make sure to buy up your Hayates.
Let's see. How many do I have? I think I have at least 1 or 2 Hayates, and too many Mystic Mines to be, like a good person.
It's a House of a Win condition. You don't think it when you look at it. It's like, 1,500, they can attack directly. Oh, that's so cute. No. Eagle Boosters sucks. All my homies hate Eagle Boosters.
Oh, man. Like, I forgot about it until you mentioned it, but LP being hit and Striker being put to 1 makes my Blue Eyes deck weep. I don't know what to do with it anymore. I'm so mad. Like, what? My deck was already trash. What do you want me to do with it now?
I don't know. Play the 8 billion Blue Eyes cards that Kaiba forced into packs over the past decade. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, man. But, I feel like that's everything on the ban list, unless you guys still have something you want to slap it for.
No, I did my clinical review of it. Were there any big buyouts because of all this? I forget.
I don't...
Symbol of Heritage probably, and Sky Strikers have gone up a lot. All of the Sky Striker cards, especially because the prismatic secret rare versions of the Sky Strikers that came out in the Megatins were very close to when Sky Striker was hit the most. I think that was when Engage went to banned. So all of that has been like dollars, or like low dollars, but now they're like quite expensive. Sadly, I actually, which I feel great now. A little story. It's I sold my Sky Striker core on eBay. Literally within a month of them finally getting hit the most, again, I believe it was the actual Engage hit. And I felt really bad because it was like a mom getting it for her son or something. So it was like, I felt really bad, but hopefully that son has kept hold of his Sky Strikers, and now he's able to play them all these years later. All these years, I say, and it's been, what, like 2 years, but still.
It feels a lot longer with how the world is right now, but
it's an eternity.
Yeah.
But I think just Sky Strikers, and then I'm assuming Symbol of Heritage because it hasn't been reprinted in a while, and just because it's off, maybe some people, I don't even know what it does. I don't think anyone knows what it does. I say that to make myself feel better about last episode's Lightning Overdrive and also this. But activate only while there are 3 monster cards with the same name in your graveyard. Select one of those monsters, special summon it, and equip it with this card. And when it's destroyed, or when this card's destroyed, destroy the equipped monster. Okay, so it's probably good in Cyber Dragons.
It's effectively plant. Oh, you're right. It's effectively plant support. You normal summon 1 Lone Fire, load up your grave. Another Lone Fire. It's for Sylvans, buddy.
Okay.
Does it say 3 or more? I totally didn't catch that.
If there are 3, sorry. I think I might have added
okay,
or more.
So it has to be
from
exact.
The beginning I had oh, is it exact?
Yeah, because if it was 3 or more, it would say 3 or more. Unless it would say exactly, I don't know. I don't know, because like Symbol of Heritage is like an old ass card. I don't know if there's a problem solving card text version of it.
I don't think so, because I'm on the Yu-Gi-Oh like database reading it, and I think that's where it would be. Because it's only from Shadow of Infinity is the most is the first printing, and then Dark Revelation Volume 4. The last most recent printing of it was in 2007.
Yeah,
a while ago.
Oh no, yeah, that'd be way before problem solving card text. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so fun. It'll probably be in a tournament pack. I doubt it's like I don't know. I feel like that's a card that they wouldn't like weirdly not reprint, especially since it's off the list now. But who knows what's going on through Konami's head? But that's our market watch section of the video.
Adam Valero also says that Symbol of Heritage is used for FTKs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, we did say plants, so that that comes naturally.
So I just wanted to mention something before we move forward. There is a little bit of, what do you call it? A little bit of an apology we owe to the God structure decks, because at the time, the lists that I saw at least only had like one copy of something and one copy of another thing, but you know, getting one structure deck and getting 3 Nimble Momongas that's great. That's wonderful. Because I don't know if I just didn't look at it properly, or if it was actually changed prior to release. But I saw 3 what do you call it? 3 Raw's Disciples, and I think it was because like one of them got 3 Raw's Disciples, the other one got 3 Nimble Momongas. So I apologize for saying that it was complete trash. Now it's just, you know, not as trash.
See, now I saw that in some instances they're being called starter decks, not structure decks. And it was like a tweet from, what was it? It was either DZ for Simo. I forget who said it.
I think it was DZ.
Okay, yeah. So like, and if it was touted as a starter deck, okay, yeah, I'll buy that. You know, starter decks are not supposed to be very good. They're supposed to have a bunch of those like weenie cards, like when the Vrains came out, and then the Yusaku starter deck came out.
Mm-hmm.
It had some cool cards, but it was mostly a bunch of like Dark Hole and freaking Dava Torrential Tribute something.
Yeah. So just to clarify that point before we move forward, I am on the official site for it, the official card database, and the God decks are listed under the structure decks, so they are structure decks.
Rescind everything I said. Why are you doing this to me, Konami?
I literally am looking at this because I remember it was DZ who said it. I don't know if he deleted his tweet or it was farther back than I remember, but I don't see it now. And just like Jello said, because I think the tweet was straight up in the database and somewhere else online. It's just on the physical box. It says structure deck. But statement still stands from last episode, what I said about it, and I think we all kind of said the same thing with this. If this was a starter deck, then that'd be it. You know, there wouldn't be much conversation. But it's scrutinized because it's on the same level as like the Monarch buy 3 and you actually have a competitive deck. You know, that's the gold standard, and that's the same product as these that we got. At least we did get the I don't want to blame anyone because obviously it was at the end of the day I guess our mistake for reading it improperly, but I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh News that we were using the graphic from, and to save space, I guess they had the card list being this is what cards in it, but like that's deceptive marketing showing us only one picture of Nimble Momanga when there are 3, but yeah. All
right, so I guess that's everything for the ban list and us saying sorry, not sorry to the Egyptian god decks. Is there anything else before we get into the actual meat of the episode? Because I don't want to skip over anything because it has been an extra week. We have been taking these really like long breaks in between. I swear there was
Flunder Patrol, folks. They're giant birds that you tribute like god cards.
Flunder Patrols and
Plunder Patrol. Because Plunder Patrols have Raven Wing, so clearly there's bird connections. It's all part of the lore.
Oh man, I guess.
Flunder-
Go ahead.
I just want to elaborate slightly, not to take too much time, but Flunderies look super cool. I will say, once Melfi's came out, I was so excited when they were released in the OCG, and then like by the time they came over here, I have the deck core, but like I haven't touched it at all. But I'm having the same feeling with Flunderies, so I can't wait to get excited to buy the core and then not touch it either. It's always interesting to see whenever you have a deck centered around tribute summoning, usually it's like one of the best decks. It can go one of two ways. It could be terrible or really good, because to compensate for the inherent like slowness of tribute summoning, they get great effects, but they also get great effects to compensate for the tribute summoning itself, so then they end up just being good decks. So I see the potential for Flundereese. I hope they do well. I hope they're printed decently low rarity, so I don't have to spend a lot of money on, again, a deck I will buy because the artwork's cute and then never touch it. But we'll see when they get here. What set do they come out in? Not Dawn of Majesty, right? It's the set afterwards.
Burst of Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I think that's not until 2022, right? Or is that like tail end of 2021? I don't even.
Or is it 23? Who?
I've been
with all these delays.
yeah.
Who can tell?
We'll probably stop. We'll probably like not even be playing Yu-Gi-Oh by the time that comes out.
We'll switch to rush duels and speed duels.
This is a Sentinels of the Multiverse channel now, folks.
Oh man. I guess that's everything. So, I guess we get into the main anger fuel of the night, King's Court. So, this is coming out next week? Like 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Or am I
July
reading...
8th is the last thing that I saw.
Okay. So, they pushed everything else back and made way for King's Court, which they probably should have done because this was teased before anything else. So I would have been really pissed if this came out after Dawn of Majesty. Oh no, not Dawn of Majesty. What was the set? Oh yeah, I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm mad. So I will start this by saying I love the Knights. I love the Knights to death because this was my favorite deck to watch in the anime. My only issue is everything else in the set it doesn't really make sense to me. That's just because I'm a pleb and I'm a casual. It's in my name, guys. You can't get mad at me for
On the 10.
thing. But what is this? What is this set? Like I said, the Knights are the only thing that are really pulling me towards this. But I am mad for two reasons. One, because Lightning Storm is in this, and this is probably Konami's way of saying, here, have this random chase card that'll be short printed because it's not a main set, and this will be the main selling point for this entire thing. And this will probably be Ultra. I don't see them printing this at anything under a Super. Or at Super, unless, they're being generous for once, which I highly doubt. But everything else just feels like, like chop suey that's gone bad. And I've had chop suey that's gone bad, and this is it. You have one random Magnet Warrior card, one random XYZ Dragon Cannon card. You have what is this? Please, somebody help me understand. Please tell me that I am wrong about this set. And okay, of course, the second reason is I wanted this to be an arc for Out of the Box, but it doesn't look like it'll be possible. Yeah, we have Rescue Rabbit. Yay! Let's make a Rescue Rabbit deck. But everything else, it just doesn't work. Normally these sets are deck building sets. You get 3 archetypes, and that's what makes it fun. But this is it. No, except for maybe Utopia. There are a bunch of if I'm reading this properly, yeah, they're 3 ZW cards.
Oh, that would be so scary to try to. If we were in theory making it out of the box, the person who gets Utopia gets 3 weapons, Utopia itself, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you get the regular Utopia. You get the regular Utopia and Utopic Future.
Yeah, Utopic Future over here, and then the new dragon thing.
The dragon thing.
What is it called?
Scrap Twin Dragon.
Oh, sorry, no, it's F-Zero Utopic Draco Future. It's
okay.
a new. That's probably why, because also with Lightning Overdrive, just to get some reprints going.
Yeah. And one more thing that that doesn't affect me personally because I don't really care for dinosaurs, but if Evolzar Dolka is getting reprinted in this set, which I guess is nice because the last time I tried to check for the price of this thing, it was not ridiculously expensive, but priced at a point where I didn't want to buy it, so that's nice. But yeah, other than that, it's like what is Konami? It's like Konami's forcing me to go back to Vanguard. Like what come on. Like I want to buy your stuff. I really do. But this is like I'm getting mixed messages here, Konami. I'm getting very mixed messages here. Do you not want me? Cuz I'll leave. But just tell me straight. Like this is harder than my last relationship. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, so I'm looking at the set, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, even though this isn't like even though these 60 card sets aren't traditionally like the deck build packs like we see out of like Ancient Guardians or Mystic Fighters, they've still been kind of structured like that.
Yeah.
Fist of the Gadget had Fire Fist, gadgets, and I think Summon Skull. Toon Chaos had Toons Chaos, and I think it was Code Talker stuff. Technically, oh yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, the Infernoble Knight stuff, like that structure deck stuff.
Yeah, like two cards.
Yeah, it had that stuff.
2 cards or like something.
Yeah. So, but that is completely abandoned in this set. Also, to make sure I'm checking with chat, Kale Dragon has also pointed out that we did not get the Inzektor Create a card this time around, so we're gonna have to wait for the next 60 card specialty set to get that. Cool. But yeah, so looking at the Joker Knight, the face card stuff.
Oh my god.
I think. So here's the thing. As they were already, the face cards were already a kind of combo deck. The combo being Arcana Knight Joker, which was like the card that invoked Mechabo would eventually become. And since then, they made a Link monster with, if I remember correctly, the same effect. But none of those are really impactful end boards that are worthy of the work you have to go through to get that. They made a new, I think, boss monster, an Arcana Triumph Joker, which has like a not once per turn board wipe that follows the same kind of, discarding cards feel. Like having specific like right cards.
Yeah.
But like they also tacked on that this card gains 500 attack times the combined number of cards in both players' hands, which is like at that point you're just gonna play Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Yeah.
Everyone's already doing it. The cards that search Triumph Joker also search Slifer the Sky Dragon. So if you're gonna be anime, you're gonna commit to the bit.
Yeah.
And all these other cards help with getting that initial combo off the ground fairly easily and putting those 3 types of cards back into your hand so you have the ability to keep like having discard fodder for it. I can't wait for it to get taken up by an invoked engine to make sure Mechaba has free cards so that it can do that, but I digress. All in all, it's not so much a disappointment as like cool, we have new face cards. I'm glad they're not doing anything more than what already exists, technically. And I think that's what bites. When you're looking to get that kind of hype, like with Toon Chaos, you had things like Toon Blackluster Soldier, which was just like a house of a card to deal with.
Yeah.
Toon the Counter Trap. It had negation to protect its plays. Toon Bookmark to search things and protect things from the grave. Huge bonuses to those decks. Fist of the Gadget had had a bunch of new fire formations and Fire Fist that really invigorated the combo more than it had beforehand. These new face cards don't reinvent or enhance what the deck was already doing. it just makes it easier to get there, but you're still playing with a 2006 card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of lame. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll let JC give his opinion first, and then I just wanted to mention something after.
Then yeah, and then aside from that, yeah, the rest of the set is just a bunch of reprints and imports for things that we have been needing for a long time. Utopic Draco Future is supposed to go with all the Utopia the slew of Utopia cards that we're getting. Stuff like Rose Princess and White Rose Cloister for all the plant stuff that we got in. Yeah, we got that Ruddy Rose Dragon and Lightning Overdrive. Yes. There's Majestic Dragon and Stardust Jiaolong, specifically for all the Majestic Stardust Dragon stuff we're going to be getting in Dawn of Majesty. I don't know why the Yang Xing stuff is there, but that's great. All the Utopia, like the base Utopia reprint and all the Zexal weapons, those are reprints for all the Lightning Overdrive cards that we just got. Like, this entire set is for just enhancing other sets, which isn't an inherently bad thing. Reprint sets like that mean that cards that were difficult to get or that you needed to have in rotation for other cards to work, like the new Stardust Dragon cards, you're not getting anywhere if you don't have Majestic Dragon for all those effects. Yeah. That being said, if we want a reprint set, should be a reprint set.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do some new stuff. It'd be nice if that wasn't diluted with a bunch of reprint cards that you weren't looking for.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't like. I understand the whole, like, bridging things over, but it's annoying as a consumer to have to go through all these sets just to get these extra, like, little bits. Like, instead of just reprinting these cards in the set that the bulk of the support is coming in. Like, I had that issue with Renault and Roland when Toon Chaos came out, and I don't know if I'm going to be trying out Majestic something dragon, but like, having these two cards in here, making me buy this, or like, going into the secondary market to get this instead of like, opening a pack and then having the chances of getting all of this stuff in one place is better, because like, I'm more of a department store guy than a boutique kind of guy, so I like all the things I need in one place. But yeah.
JC, what's your energy?
So all I know from this wonderful set that was released to us, not released to us physically, but the set list released to us a few days ago, is that Joker is straight and wild, everyone. I noticed that. I know the Joker's straight, but I didn't know there was also a trap card called Wild, so I don't know if that really works, if it's an oxymoron or what, but that's just something to be aware of, that the new Joker Knight card is that. Other than that, I have a few points from both of you that I want to address. With Jello first, because I think it's like a smaller thing to talk about. What you just mentioned about like reprinting or printing like the random. Specifically for what I'm going to say is for the reprints, though, like these older random reprints that you need for newer support. I loved what they did in one of the Megatins whenever it was the Demise and Ruin, like, ritual stuff. In the Megatins, they actually released the original Demise and Ruin, just so people could have access to that. I thought it was kind of weird because, usually they'd take up a spot in a set like this with it. But I think maybe, obviously timing would be weird and this isn't a perfect fix, but it'd be kind of cool if in the Megatins, instead of a bunch of random commons of cards that are already printed as common or already very easy to get, if we took up some slots with some of the legacy cards for the new legacy support in those sets. I think that'd be a good balance potentially, since they very smally, I guess that's a word, touched upon it, very minimally touched upon it in the past. And then with Nova's point about this support specifically for the Poker Nights feeling weird, I get what you mean, because with the examples you even gave with Fire Fists and then with the Tunes, I feel like those cards are part of the deck right now, like in the modern form, right? Like you're going to use at least one of those cards, right? Especially in Fire Fist. I feel like any modern Fire Fist, especially, I don't know about Toons, because it's like Fire Fist, Toons, and then the Poker Knights in terms of like I can't talk tonight, competitive play. And what I noticed with the Joker Knights and what you even mentioned with the playing like a card from 2006 is before this support, you weren't playing a Poker Knight deck. You know what I mean? Like you were playing probably Warrior Good stuff with maybe a Poker Knight engine, quote unquote, because I do understand there is a combo there. But it's like this is almost creating an archetype, which again I understand the archetype has always been there, but it's almost like the definition of an archetype back then where it's just thematically connected as opposed to now where things have to search each other, always synergistically work together and stuff. This is the first time we're seeing that almost with this. So it definitely feels weird. It's like they're forcing an archetype to go together. So I think that's and I'm not saying that's why it feels weird for you, but when you say it feels weird, that's what I'm thinking of when I think of that. How it's just like not good feel. The artwork though, on Jello's side of things, the artwork's really cool and they are cool in general, but that's not going to save them competitive wise. The other stuff, it's interesting that in Toon Chaos we got a bunch of like GOAT format stuff, and this set not a bunch of, but we have like Dino Rabbit stuff like Rescue Rabbit and Dolka, so that's kind of interesting maybe. And Wind Up Zenmayo, so maybe they're gonna like continue in the timeline over time with random stuff. I'm not sure what they're doing there. What else on my general synopsis? Oh, my final thing, which is two more things. The Wicked cards, I see the need for the reprint on them because where else are you going to reprint them really? I understand the new Egyptian stuff does the one card that kind of looks like a cool obelisk shadow. That works with the Wicked beasts also. So that's kind of cool, like because they're only jump promos and then they're super rare tin promos from like a long time ago. I don't think there's any other printings. But my main thing is I think the reason why this whole set feels wasted in terms of the reprints is I don't hate any of these reprints, but the fact that it's a 60 card set being basically a reprint set is kind of weird, because when we look at Battles of Legend, in my opinion, the standard for a reprint set, this is so cool, there's random new stuff, all these reprints in a usually higher rarity, that's like this most recent one, Armageddon, was 94 cards. So the fact that it's only 60 cards and like 25, 30 of them are reprints for that one person who wants just a new copy of Infinite Cards, right? For their Poker Night FTK with a direct attack of Arcana Triumph Joker, right?
Let's not go there, please.
It's just, I think the size of these sets, because like, I have no idea what goes into R&D, but you can put reprints on top of coming up with 60 new cards, or not new cards because that's kind of a tall order, but like what's stopping you from going above the 60 in a set that is mainly stuff someone else came up with before you even joined the team? You know what I mean? Like I feel like they could have added more reprints and bumped this up to a higher number, because this is a TCG exclusive set, right? So I don't know who determines the cap off on this, but change it, like
Alan Mack.
Whoever has the power to change it.
Alan Mack, you got to tell your dad, man.
Yeah, call your dad, Alan Mack, and let us know how that goes. But yeah, I don't hate the set. I probably won't buy it. I haven't been buying a lot of these side sets because, especially since they went to the rarity distribution of it being rares and supers and ultras and collectors, haven't really liked it, because the value is at least you get shiny cardboard, even if you don't really like the cards or if they're reprints. But the fact that I know for a fact it's going to be a rare Stardust Xiaolong here, and that came in rare, right? Like I already have my rare playset of it, so I don't know, I guess Majestic Dragon, I was going to say gets a rarity upgrade, but I think it originally came in super, so not even. But of course, if anyone has anything else to discuss about the set itself, but what I do want to hear from everyone is what cards do you think will be collector's rare, / what do you hope would be collector's rare?
So on that point, I know for a fact that Lightning Storm is going to be, because I think there was a leaked image of one recently.
Mm-hmm.
I do see, of course, Triumph Joker being one, and then how many collector's rares were there before? I don't remember, but maybe like I'm looking at it right now. Maybe Guilty Gear. I see what you did there, Konami. The Magical Steel Knight, maybe. And then some other random stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they collector's rared Rhoda. Maybe, if somebody wanted a collector's rare Infinite cards.
You got Gravekeeper's Spy in the set, folks. You got a collector's rare the Gravekeeper's Spy.
And maybe Unexpected Die and World Legacy Guard Dragon, I feel like, are some of the easier choices.
Definitely feel like World Legacy Guard Dragon is going to be another one, just like Lightning Storm, that's going to get that collector's rare.
Yeah. So I guess like the lottery cards for this are going to be really good. I'm still going to buy a box of it because, that's literally how my channel survives. But if I didn't have to do it, then I wouldn't. I would just. Because looking at it right now, which leads me into this point. Actually, you know what? Before that, Nova, what do you think the collectors are going to be in here?
Lightning Storm, World Legacy Guard Dragon. It's gonna be It's gonna be Triumph Joker, Joker's Knight, and Thunder Speed Fusion. I'm gonna say because that's the one that specifically references Slifer. Let's see here. I'm also gonna put my money on the Majestic Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The Baxia, Brightness of the Yang Zing. Adam did bring up the fact that we have not seen a reprint for Baxia in a while, and I get that because that's like an not old, but it's not often reprinted, and it's really, really good for Yang Zings.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dolka got the treatment because of dinosaur stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Utopic Draco is an import, so I'm not 100% sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if that one got the collector's rare treatment. And same thing with Utopic Future, but not the regular Utopia.
Yeah, they've done too much with it already. I don't think they would. The problem is when I say I don't think they will, they do it. So let's just put that on the list. They're going to make a collector's Utopia.
And I agree with Adam as well on the Rhoda. I think Rhoda is also going to get a collector's rare treatment.
Yeah, there's no way it won't. No way it won't.
It's already at one of, so people they can't be. They'll be all like, "Oh, well, it's not like if you got three of them, you just gotta get the one."
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So yeah, that's my prediction spread. Put it in your June jankiness bracket.
Yeah.
It's like March Madness, but legally distinct.
This is the June Jank.
June Jank bracket brought to you by Staples.
What about you, JC? What collector's rares do you think are going to be in here?
So this is more of a wish list than anything, but I'd want the Wicked Gods to get a collector's rare treatment, but I don't think they would ever give it to them before the Egyptian gods. So I don't think they're going to do that. Lightning Storm we know of. Pot of Duality and Rhoda, I think, are going to get it. Rhoda, almost for sure. Again, I agree with you guys. I agree with Adam as well. But Pot of Duality, I feel like that one would be good. Again, this is a wish list combo, so I hope that Pot of Duality will get it. I think Utopia will get it because Stardust Dragon got the collector's rare treatment in Toon Chaos, I believe. So just like they're probably going to do it to the main boss monsters of the series, protagonist cards, because it's gotten everything, but it hasn't gotten the collector's rare treatment yet. So even despite its Zexal language, other things,
the astral language.
Yeah, astral language. Yes,
I want it so bad.
I don't do market watches very, very often, but like I do look at like cards I knew that were expensive in the past. But I think it's gone down a little bit since release. Don't take my word for it, but I think it has gone down because I know that it was like
I'm looking it up right
a lot
now.
cheaper compared to 10,000 dragon at the time, and I think it's gone down since.
Mhm.
But what do you call it? You know, now that you mention it, the wicked cards might get the treatment, because you know, if they give us too many good collector's rares, that it's just not possible. So,
Hey, don't sleep on
well,
the wicked gods. I
yeah,
would
let's-
love as a collector to get those.
yeah, like for collectors' sake, for collectors' sakes, they would be good, but like for application, I don't know as much. So that those three might be, considering that they're a lot easier to find per case now compared to when they were introduced in Toon Chaos. But you know, like Konami is really, you know, like they're out fishing. They're out fishing for all these whales. Like they're gonna get their money for sure. Like regardless of what the collector's rares are. just
Definitely.
because, you know, like people want that extra shine and the texture that you can't even feel behind a sleeve, you know. So
Unlike premium gold rares.
yes. Premium gold rares, you know, like Konami, take a page out of Vanguard's book. Look at this. This has no borders. This is full art. Let me see if I can twist it the right way. Nope. There we. Oh, I'm losing focus. But yeah, like full art, textured, no borders. Like that looks amazing. Like, give us something like that, please, and I'll stop complaining.
So,
I'll change my name back to you, Jello One. But, now, there's one thing that I didn't notice until I looked at this set, but I'm worried for the rarity distribution for the Poker Knights, because the other cards I don't want to place any labels on yet, but because, you know, sometimes they just take old images and repurpose them for new sets, but this is purely speculation on my end, but looking at the lettering for Arcana Triumph, Joker's Knight, Imperial Bower, and Joker's Straight, these are all ultras. Unless they're using gold letter rares in this set again, which I highly doubt. But that's 4 ultras. 4. And I'm pretty sure you need to play a playset of all of these. Or, you know, like, to feel safe, you should have a playset of all of these, depending on, you know, like, how your deck goes. But that's redonkulous for, you know, like a not as fun Slifer, cool Joker's Knight and Imperial Bower, and Joker's Straight. Joker's Straight too is like really awkward for me. Like I can see the utility, but it's like, do you really have to be an ultra? The rest of the stuff,
if
I
they
can't
want
really
you to
pay
buy
attention to.
cases, I guess so.
Oh god.
How is Konami going to make money if everyone is not going to buy 3 or 4 cases individually?
I know, like I wouldn't
What?
mind.
They
I
are
wouldn't
so
mind.
poor.
I wouldn't mind, you know, like deep diving, going whaling, you know, but like if this deck was actually going to be like meta breaking, but you know, for a deck whose main card could probably just be called by the grave, like what are you going to do? Like, haha, my Arcana Triumph Joker is in the graveyard and is ready to come out. No. And then Thunderspeed
Cool.
summon. Haha, I can thing from my deck. Ash Blossom. Like, oh, there goes my entire game plan. I will fusion summon Arcana Knight Joker. You know, like, I don't know. I was really hoping that when we saw the art for Queen's the Arcana Triumph Joker, that she was like a Queen's Knight retrain that had her name, but
No, now we just have Joker Knight, which is technically a retrain of all of them. That's an ultra rare that you need 3 of.
Yay! Wonderful.
I'm so happy.
Just to finish, I have 2 more collectors rare that I just want to pop off just to call on official camera just so when they happen. Rescue Rabbit is a personal one that I want to happen. I feel like Konami understands like the cultural impact that Rescue Rabbit has had. So that one I feel like, because why else would it be in here? I understand with Dolka, but it's not like there are random normal dinosaurs in here, or anything like that. I mean, I guess it does have application with the knights since they're normal monsters, but like I don't know. But Gravekeeper's Spy, I know it was a joke earlier, but I can't see any synergistic reason why this card specifically is in this set. Like, even at the end of the day, you can always default to, Konami saw, I don't know if they're allowed to look at the secondary market or anything like that, but they saw that it was expensive, so they reprinted it or something like that. But there's not a single target in this set that Gravekeeper Spy can bring out. I don't know if it's an errata on the text, some kind of problem-solving update. I feel like it's so simple there shouldn't and wouldn't be. So I really can't see, other than them randomly being like, okay, this is like potential in GOAT format or something, let's give it collector's rare. Maybe that'll be the one Gravekeeper card that they'll give some love to or something. I'm not sure. But Nova, do you have any thoughts on this?
Would not be surprised if the only reason they added, or the only reason they could justify adding Gravekeeper Spy to this set, is that technically you flip 1 spy, get another spy, level 4s. I think I'll make Utopia with them. And there you go.
Utopia support. we can.
What else could it possibly be? There are no other Gravekeeper cards. There's no Spellcaster synergy in any of it. The Arcana Knights are specifically warriors.
And they do stuff in the graveyard, so like you can't even bring more Gravekeeper, the good stuff from Gravekeepers over. So yeah, I think I am calling Utopia when we do the out of the box one, because now that I know there's more synergies than I initially realized.
No,
sounds good, buddy. Sounds good.
This is the first time I will not be following my heart, because I don't want to try to build a deck that has 4 ultras in it.
well, yeah, because you get stuck with the face cards, and you're like, okay, cool. I have 1 Joker, no face card fusions. I have 1 Thunder Force Summon. Like, God, it's so bad.
I know.
So bad.
It's so bad. I don't like. We probably won't do an out of the box with this, as much as it pains me to say, because like, it's.
You can't.
Yeah, unless they change the rarity distribution, which I highly doubt they'll do. Like, give us an extra ultra per box or 2, because like.
Why?
It just I don't know. Maybe it might just be looking too deeply into images, but come on, Konami, come on. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made because I don't think they've done it with previous collector's rares, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lightning Storm was collector's rare only. Oh, it would hurt so much. It would hurt so much. Can you imagine? Because normally we see things in like their base form before like the collector's rares start to surface on the net. But I don't know.
With Toon Chaos, though, we did get Pot of Extravagance, and the reason why it wasn't like as big of a deal is because I think it was already announced that it was going to be in the Megatins, because that was very close together. I remember like opening Toon Chaos and the Megatins like around the same time. Like that's how I got my Dark Magician Girl Lost Arts, actually, was because I didn't reach the taxes, like it's before taxes, so I had to buy like a pack of Toon Chaos. But Pot of Extravagance wasn't as big of a deal, but it's, I think, the most even parallel to the Lightning Storm print. So it won't surprise me if it's just collector's rare for some weird lottery card reason to make the set really sell. But it also wouldn't surprise me at all if it gets the ultra rare slot, because I think that's what those are the only two options, right? Because I know for a fact they're not going to give it lower than ultra rare. I say this in hopes that I'm wrong, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, make it the hardest rarity to pull and short print it. That is the business model. So,
Of course.
oh man, this is going to suck.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yes, thanks, Konami. Anyway, guys, I think that's every point. I think this is the first time that like we didn't leave anything hanging, and we have 15 seconds before we hit an hour. So good job, guys. we
round of applause for everyone involved. Really, this has been a really clean episode. A bunch of positivity.
So much positivity. You can see it on my face. But unless there's any straggling news that you guys want to add, we can end the episode here.
Shout out to all the Galaxy Eyes support that's coming out in King's Court. So excited. I have a personal stake in all of that. I'll be taking it to Worlds.
What about you, JC? Anything you wanna throw in before we say the closing spiel?
No, I think we succinctly wrapped up our two major points with the ban list and the King's Court. Again, very positive and lighthearted and fun episode.
So much fun. So much fun. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this wonderful night of merriment and pure positivity. As you can see, our auras are just this bright, blinding shade of yellow. And thank you to Adam Valero and Kale Dragon. We had a very calm chat box this time around, but we appreciate your interactions nonetheless. And guys, do you have any plugs that you would like to? Where is my? No, where? Plug. It's plug time, guys. It's plug time.
There you go. There you go. JC's got us.
Thank you. I got something that plugs in.
Yes. Awesome. All right.
Plugs. Looky here.
It's plug time, guys. Anything that you would like to let our lovely audience know about before we say goodbye?
Gosh, don't you just hate having to go to www.youtube.com/GoldenNovaYugioh and having to watch all of your Heroes Explained videos separately? Aren't you tired of watching a video where someone put like an ad break in the middle of it, start making audio mistakes? Aren't you tired, just in general, of life? Well, I've got a solution for you, buddy. Keep an eye on the channel because we've got a supercut version coming out in a couple of weeks. It's going to have the whole thing. So if you need to drive to Nebraska for a family reunion and you have nothing to do for the 4-hour drive, I have you covered.
You have to do research on how long it takes to get from one place to Nebraska just to make it work. So guys, make sure you check out the supercut of the Heroes Explained. And JC, we ask every episode, and the answer is almost always the same. So is there any variance in your answer this week?
Check out on youtube.com/GoldenNovaYugioh I'm featuring on a very long video coming out soon. I'm in a lot of parts. Find out the little Easter egg on what the pattern is on what I talk about on that. I'm also in the Overdressed to Impress. I'm in that tournament too. It is very fun. What's the illusion of time on the Overdressed to Impress, Jello? Can I say that I'm still currently in it?
Yes,
so that
you
way
are
I
still
can have
currently in it.
Yeah. Yes. I can't wait to see who I face next week. It'll be a real fun treat. What about you, What about you, Jello?
Well, if you guys go to youtube.com/GoldenNovaYugioh and check out the first couple of Heroes Explained videos, you will hear a very, very familiar voice. And guess what? It is mine. So if you guys want to go and check those out, make sure you don't scrub through the video, skipping any part of it, because it is all very informative. Make sure that you watch the entire thing. And even though I am probably like 3/4 of the way through, make sure you watch the entire thing. Don't leave after Jello stops talking, because that's not very nice. But of course, I also have. I should actually start a Twitter account of days since JC's last video. I'll probably start that today or tomorrow morning.
Every time this happens, you always plug me. It's your time. I am owed a video from you. I'm going to play the entitlement card here. Want that Aqua video, JC? Yeah. I want it on my desk by Thursday. And I need pictures of Spider-Man.
And I know that the Duel Monsters anime, lasted a good while. I don't know if you're waiting for, like the duration of that anime to end, like in terms of like weeks, so that you can do the next extra deck mechanic. But like if you could speed it up, we have Crunchyroll, we have Netflix, we have YouTube, and we have every other underground way to watch anime. So I can finish Duel Monsters as quickly as possible for you, and we can skip GX, because that's literally just the same mechanics. We can get straight into 5Ds as soon as you want, JC. But I will start a days since JC's last upload count on Twitter. So make sure that you go follow all three of us on that. Or the the links to those will be down in the description of this stream. And also, it'll probably not work for mine because I changed my handle. A shout out to the beginning of this episode. But in terms of things that I'm actually doing. Overdressed to Impress is in its top 4 stages. We just finished the first 2 games of top 4. I haven't been able to contact anybody for commentating on the next episodes, but stay tuned for that every Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And what else am I doing? I am pulling my hair out for a script of a video that I've been wanting to do for about a month and a half now, which I still haven't been able to do because, when, cause I get, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Every time I see, Nova working really hard on a video, I get so inspired. I'm like, I gotta be like him. I gotta have that work ethic. And then I see JC, just chilling, enjoying life, opening boxes and getting 2 the diviners of the heralds and a starlight in one box. I'm like, do I even need to make videos to have a fun time on YouTube? So, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Both are really fun, but are very mutually. They're both very exclusive to themselves. So I need a little more push, and I need a better English vocabulary because I cannot write a script for my life. And
I'll be your little. I'll practice my Patrick Warburton voice, and I'll just be your little shoulder cronk.
Yes, please. He is now just a little side. He is now actually officially a Disney prince. He was.
Oh yeah.
He was shown on.
It's all coming together.
He's finally he was showcased on a page that was called Disney Princes, and he was right smack dab in the middle in his little chef's uniform. So it's wonderful.
Nice.
Yes.
Stan.
We all do. But anyway, thank you so much for watching tonight's episode. I am so glad that we actually finished in an hour and took us about 10 minutes to get through all of our plugs. But I am a casual card gamer, Jello. GoldenNovaYugioh, JC Theater YGO. I'll say it one more time in the reverse order. So JC Theater YGO, GoldenNovaYugioh, and Casual Card Gamer. And you are finally... Oh, wait. There is a question from Zasaga's Resolve. Question at Golden Nova, why didn't you do your hero stream after part 4? I believe this was... what do you call it? This was addressed on Twitter.
Yes, you'll want to check the Twitter for that one. And I also explained to the Discord. Not something I want to go into super detail right now. It's a little heavy for this format.
All right. Got to keep that positivity, you know? Like, we've been 120% positive this entire stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so Nova's Twitter is in the description of this of this here video. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, because you are now in the
You
No.
Henshin.